Clutch Trucker filmed before a live studio audience. Rusty, the freshly groomed meatball dog. Oh, he looks so much better, doesn't he? Hey YouTube, Clutch Trucker here. Thanks for tuning in to another edition of the Clutch Trucker channel. Alright, real short video today. Just want to do some updates. I want to show you real quick this video of I was showing on my last video how unloading the load of ATVs at that dock in Harrisonburg, Virginia, that was really impossible to get into. And then you saw them trying to go on and pull it off. Well, there was no dock, of course, at the second location in Winchester, Virginia today, which is the 2nd of February. Did Punxsutawney Phil see his shadow? I don't know. I'll have to figure it out and tell you before the end of this video. Oh, and by the way, Punxsutawney Phil did see his shadow today, so that means 6 more weeks of winter, which I've never understood. If he sees his shadow, that means the sun's out, right? Wouldn't that mean an early spring? Wouldn't that be an indication that, hey, if the sun's already out now in February, that just seems completely backwards to me. It's like non-fiction. That's always bothered me, that fiction is fake stuff and non-fiction is real stuff. Shouldn't that be reversed? Little things that have bugged me my entire life. So they said, well, if we've got 2 of those 1,000 units on there, and if they're double stacked, we're not going to be able to get them off. You're going to have to go somewhere else. And I'm like, really? Really? They finally did figure it out, so I didn't have to go somewhere else, but they had to take some chain and strap and put it up over the top from the back of the forklift, so when they pulled it out, the whole thing didn't just slam to the ground. So I decided to take some video of that, because I thought either this is going to work or it's really going to suck, and they're going to drop these ATVs on the ground, and, well, at least it makes for good video, right? So let's take a look at that. Here's the ATV place I'm delivering to in Winchester, Virginia. You can see they got a little snow here. It's on top of all their stuff sitting out front. And they're still figuring out how they're going to get it off of my trailer. So, I love it. And while they were trying to get all that figured out, Bo was trying to find me another load, and he called me first on this one early this morning saying, well, it's got 5 drops, 1 in Brooklyn, 1 in Queens, 1 in... I'm like, no. I don't care how much it pays. But now I finally got another load, and where am I going? Long Island. Yeah... I hate going into the boroughs of New York. Long Island's not as bad. Once you get out onto Long Island, it's kind of like any other suburb. It's not too bad. The problem is getting back out. It pays ridiculous money, and I always say I curse myself every time I take a load that goes that way, because getting back out is such a pain in the ass. But it's like 400 miles-ish, and it's paying $2,400. Kind of hard to turn that down. So I'm like, fine. Well, and especially because after the big storm dumped on New York, nobody wants to go there. So they're willing to pay a lot of money for that kind of load. And he's already got me another load coming back out. Problem is, it picks up in Brooklyn. I hate going to Brooklyn. Brooklyn is just not made for big trucks like this. It's just not. You can't be on almost all of the streets. Most of the docks are redonkulous. You're backing across streets and roadways to get into them. This one's in a fairly industrial district that I'm picking up at, so hopefully it won't be just terrible. And it goes to Indiana, and it pays really well, because again, right now, they can't get any trucks in there. So these two loads combined, for the next 48 hours, they pay a gross of $4,500 for a total of like 1,100 miles. That's ridiculous money. So I just know I'm going to be cursing myself tomorrow. So watch for a follow-up, as I'm pissed off and in the boroughs of New York tomorrow, and I'm sure I'll have some ridiculous footage of getting into a ridiculous dock in Brooklyn, but we'll just see. So anyway, just a quick update on all that. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Please subscribe. Please like and comment if you would like to. Ring that bell for notifications so you know when the new videos come out or when I go live. Check out Clutch Trucker at Instagram, Clutch Trucker at Twitter. Got a couple of short vignettes that I posted earlier today when I was in Winchester trying to get those ATVs unloaded. And of course, as always, sniff that magic YouTube fairy dust. Clutch and Rusty, out. If you want to know who killed Mr. Body, it was me in the hallway with a revolver. Now I'm going to go home and sleep with my wife.